Love undisturbed snow. Lovely snow angel. Right. So I've got the first video of one of our workshop. What I've done is I've made this. A little bird box, and I'll stick a video on how to make those when I can. But I also already have one, if you can see, in the tree, in the apple tree over there. But it's a nice, since it's snowing and the weather's kind of turning, it's going to be quite a good place for the birds to come and have a bit of, you know, shelter. But to attract them more, what we're going to be using is some bird fat balls, which is basically loads of seed, like combined together with a bit of fat, and it's just food for the birds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach us, go inside, get the dungarees on, do my introductions when I'm not playing in the snow, and yeah, catch us in a sec. Yeah, and enjoy the snow, get out. Hiya. Yeah, after that brief fun play in the snow, I got a lovely delivery. Dungarees on. Yeah, so I wonder what's inside. So, guys, you'll be getting a delivery, or you should have had a delivery of this from us guys, which is, yeah, it's pretty much all we're going to be needing for the next 6 weeks worth of workshops and stuff. If you're not going to be attending the workshops, you'll be watching these videos of whatever we've been doing in the workshop, but what you can follow along at home and do at home. We have these, so what we've got inside, we've got these lovely how-to guides, double-sided, fancy, I know. We have some compost, which is always good. Sand and compost, which we'll be using for the likes of carrots and things like that. Yeah, carrots, I've just looked at the sheet. Carrots. We have, what else do we have? Lovely, lovely Biker Kitchen Garden info sheet for those who haven't been down, but you can come down and join us in the fun. We have some clay powder, some peas, we have some sticks, all will be coming clear in the coming weeks. We've got some sprouting seed, we've got some bird seed, we have some vegan suet, a little bit of muslin cloth there, bit of clay, we have some kind of tacky clay thing, white tack, what's it called? Blue tack? Malleable rubber based plastic thing that makes things stick together. Some seeds. Oh, drop me watercress. Yeah, so we've got some seeds that we're going to be planting and some twine. Yeah, quite exciting. So we've got that all to kind of come over the next 6 weeks. So you'll be getting videos and updates from us as much as possible. We'll try and get encouraged to go outside and plant at home and keep ourselves occupied over the next couple of weeks. So we've grabbed a cuppa, and today, as the blackboard sign might say, we're going to be doing the fat cakes for the birds. So on one of these sheets, you may want to follow this along, or you can do this in your own time, or you can just listen to me rabbit on for a bit. So yeah, let's get a cuppa going, and then let's get started. So anyway, first what you'll need for this one is you will need the suet. Yeah, keep that one aside. We will need the seed. I'm guessing that's the bird seed. Yeah. We will need a yogurt pot, which I've got one over there. I'll just get in a sec. And you'll need your string or twine. Yeah, catch you in a sec, and then we will get this started. Get my... Okay, so what I've done is I've got the suet in a saucepan, just slowly bubbling away on a pretty low heat, constantly stirring it. It's just going to be sitting there until I do this bit, but I'll go get it in a sec. So the suet's bubbling away on the heat. It's step one, okay? Next, what we're going to do is, just while that's going down, we're going to prep the next point, which is you're going to get your yogurt cup. This is like a sauce cup, but it'll do. And what you're wanting to do is, get your twine or your string, whatever you're using, and just feed that through the bottom. I used a kind of little knife just to pierce it, and we're going to, at the end underneath, just tie off a couple of knots just so it sits nicely in place. I'm going to show you two methods of doing this. One using a yogurt pot, and one using, you can just mould it with your hands, so don't worry about that. So once you've got your bottom of your twine tied off, I always miss the knot. Dun, 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 there we go. It should be ready to go. Okay. Dun, 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 wonderful. So I'm going to go over there. I'll just leave this going just while I get my saucepan. Let's do it. And on a very low heat, you've just kind of melted it, keeping it stirring just so it doesn't harden. And what you can do is, I've got a cork thing here just so it doesn't burn the table. What you're going to do is, it's going to be 1 part suet, 2 parts seed, and the measurements should be all correct in here. We've got 50 grams of suet to 100 grams of seed. So what you're going to do is, you're going to pour all of the seed into your suet, and give that a good proper mix up. Okay. Stirring. So, as this is going and all getting combined together, you can see that, come up. You can see that all of the seed and feed is covered in the suet, still warm. So I'm going to take half this mixture and I'm going to put it, I'm just thinking, right, I'm going to put it in here and cut some of this off, just so I can do my other one. Okay, and that's going to live in there. Make sure you pat it down really, really tight. Make sure a full surface area is covered. And then once it's in there, you can pat that, making sure the string's coming through. And should be ready. So you can fill this to the top if you do so wish. So that's ready to go in the fridge. Okay, so the next part is, I'm going to stick this in the fridge over there. I'll get you on the next part. Okay, so this next part is you can do the same thing but mould it by hand. So what I've got is I've just got some baking paper, just regular baking parchment, just so you can kind of mould it. It's because you're using hot fat, it is very hot. So what you'd want to do is just to wait a couple of minutes or maybe 5 minutes just for that to really cool down. It'll start to harden, and it'll just make it a little bit more easier to form with your hands, because if it's too hot you're going to burn your hands, and we don't really want that through while you're doing this at home. So you've got your first seed bomb, making sure that, or not seed bomb, we're doing a bird cake. So you've got your first bird cake, making sure that the twine or the strings running through the centre. We also have this second bit of twine which I've just tied off, which I'm going to put down on my baking parchment just down here. And what you can do is just check the temperature. Yeah, it's still quite hot. You can spoon on to start forming these around your string. So, and then just using your hands, just making sure so that the string is fully going through the middle of your fat bomb. I think what I'll do is I'll stick a little bit more in here to bulk it out. And we're going to stick this in the fridge overnight to harden, and I'm going to come back to you and probably hang them up somewhere. So yeah, I'll see you in however many hours it is. It's 8-9 hours to get this undone. Perfect. Right, catch you in it. Let's fast forward to the next one. Zoom. okay. We didn't make it to the morning. What I did is I stuck it in the freezer, so it just went a bit quicker, but leaving it overnight, perfect idea, and it comes out exactly the same. Yeah, so what I've got is, I've got the two bird feeders here. I have more of a disc than a ball. This is the one I've formed by hand. What you can do is just add some, if you wanted to kind of mould it into more of a ball, you can add some kind of flour and some water in there as well, and that just kind of holds it a bit together. Make sure the suet's kind of really grasp onto it so it holds its form. It's a bit slippery. But what I've got here is I've got our pot, which what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my knife or my scissors, and I'm just going to score around the bottom bit where the little knot came out, and you can cut around it if you're using a yogurt pot. This is quite a thick plastic, so I'm going to kind of reuse this. But simply what you can do is just run it under some hot water just to loosen it up a bit, and then it should just slowly, there we go, slide out. So there we have it, our lovely seed cake. Oh, that's some falling off the top, the loose bits, for our birds. So simply what you do is you're just going to use the twine, just tie it around like a branch or a washing line or something like that, maybe the front of your lovely seed box or bird box, and yeah, hang it outside. So that's pretty much it, guys. What we're going to do is, or what I'd like to see, is getting these out and about. I'm going to go out for a walk now, and I'm going to hang this on a tree. So do that, get out into the wilderness, get out for a little walk, put it in your back garden, somewhere like that, but take a picture of it and show us it on the forum, the Biker Kitchen Garden page. You can add it to this thread or whatever, or however it works, but take a picture of it, show us what you've done, and we'll get building some bird boxes soon as well. And yeah, getting excited for the activity. So that was this. I'll hold it up just in case you haven't got it. You can take a lovely screenshot. Bam, bam, bam. That's our step-by-step guide. Okay, so pleasure as always, guys. I'm going to go and hang this up. I'm going to go for a walk, get this on, upload a picture with it, where I've put it, and it's just started to snow again, so exciting. So yeah, catch us later. Pleasure as always, and see you next week on the next week's video. Yes, after said meeting at 10 o'clock in the morning. Right, class, see you in a bit, and been an absolute pleasure. Let's go feed some birds.